Kolo, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, Shalom to the house of David, the 144,000, the church of the saints, and the 1/3 men, women, and children are part of the elect, the 12 tribes of Israel. All you blacks, Latino, Native Americans today, basically the spirit is bad because basically just thinking about, you just did a video through the spirit about agents and agent provocateurs and spiritual demon Satan. And it's heavy because basically this purple Amythstone, it's a witch, a Wicca witch, which the Amythstone is one of the most popular stones used in witchcraft, basically, man. You can see a fox, because she is a fox, man. And it's heavy because we talk about she's an agent for Satan. We're going to break down real quick, just bring this down. You don't fucked up, right? Amythstone, you don't fucked up. You fucked up big time. You're a damn witch. That's what you are. You're literally a witch, a Wicca witch. You're probably a priest set up by the Rothschilds, Esau, or whatever. But you don't fucked up, man. The Lord gonna pull your cards. We're gonna pull your cards to the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And look, fox, showing you a spiritual, man. And that stone is used for healing. It's like one of the stones, like what they use to cast spells. So this Amythstone is a witch, man. A straight up witch. Could be a priest, a Rosicrucian priest. I don't know. I don't know through the spirit, but we at that time, man. We at that time. I'm telling you, man. We're battling spiritual demon Satan, man. Wickedness in high places. Wikipedia. Spiritual warrior. Energies. Right? Shout outs to you, man. You damn Wicca witch. Amethyst is a clear quartz with iron inside that makes it appear purple. It is the most common quartz you will see in fine jewelry. The color ranges from pale lavender to deep purple. Amethyst is found in Canada, US, Brazil, Uruguay, Bolivia, Argentina, Zambia, Namibia, and Australia. Australian amethyst tend to be the darkest and rarest, while South American amethyst is available in much larger numbers and is deep because it's one of the biggest used stones, man, in the Wicca community. According to Greek lore, Dionysus was angry one day and swore that he would exact his revenge on the next mortal that came by. He created several tigers, informed them of their mission, and went on his way. As it would happen, a lovely young girl named Amethyst was next to come by on her way to pay homage to Artemis and was attacked. Artemis quickly changed the girl into a statue of solid quartz. When Dionysus returned to see what he had wrought, he was overcome with remorse and wept tears of purple wine, which flowered over the statue, staining it permanently. It's Greek mythology, man. The Greek word amythstos means not drunk. Wine goblets were often carved from the stone to prevent drunkenness. Amethyst's purple color has resulted in much demand for jewelry making throughout history. It was worn by royalty throughout Europe and Egypt. Yeah, and actually the color of purple wouldn't be used by a horse in Rome too. They weren't allowed to wear purple, which means royalty. Celibacy, pity, sorority, which she gotta be like a feminist or something, man. Like a pure feminist, like she hates men or something. Celibacy, pity, sobriety, luck, marital fidelity, protection from banful. You hear this? Read that again. Hold on. Protection from banful spells, prevention of homesickness, sacred to Buddha, which all that is witchcraft anyway. Dionysus, Bacchus, Diana, Artemis. Amethyst is named by various sources as a birthstone for Pisces, Aries, and Aquarius. You see that? All that's going into what? Astrologies and numerology. She's a witch. She's a straight up witch, man. Catholic bishops once wore some Some still wear amethyst rings to symbolize their piety and celibacy. Rosaries are also often fashioned from this stone. Spiritual and magical use. Amethyst is an excellent focal point for meditation, or as a scrying tool. It can be used for mysteries and meditations. Mysteries and meditations regarding any spiritual matter, especially death and rebirth. So here it is. So you a witch, man. You a straight up witch. Worn or placed over a patient, it helps to cleanse and purify the heal the mind, body, and spirit. It helps to balance and prevents nightmares and irrational fears. It is useful in spells to help let go of addiction. So this demon is casting spells, man. This demon is casting spells, literally, man. And that's witchcraft, going around causing all this mischief and wickedness. It is often used to tip wands. Check this out. Listen to this very carefully. It is often used to tip wands used for healing. For healing, amethyst spheres are excellent for scrying. So probably that damn witch, purple Amythstone, probably wears a black hat like a witch. Hey man, that's okay, because you know what? The power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai on the right hand side is where it's at. You don't fucked up, man. You don't messed up. You don't messed up, because guess what? All that magic, all that power, that spiritual power on the left hand side, all that magic, all that Wicca, black magic, white magic, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai gonna destroy all of that. Because guess what? All you witches and warlocks, you Rothschilds, elites, guess what? The power on the right hand side is always greater than the left hand. All right? And this is the stuff that I live for personally, man. Okay? Because Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, his shield, the scriptures are protecting us from you witches and warlocks, man. We're gonna bring this out for vibration's sake, to stir up the spirits. Isaiah 47:12, stand down with thy enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be, thou shalt be able to profit. If so be, thou mayest prevail. Thou art weary in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers, okay, the stargazers, the monthly procrastinators, stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee. So all this magic that you're doing, purple Amythstone, purple demon, all right, Wicca witch. I'm gonna call you Wicca witch. You Wicca witch. All that is gonna be destroyed, man. And America is gonna be destroyed. Behold, they shall be as stubble. The fire shall burn them up. They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. There shall not be able to coal to warm at, nor fire to sit before it. Thus shall they be unto thee with whom thou hast labored, even thy merchants from thy youth. They shall wander everyone to his court, and none shall save thee. So all this witchcraft and sorcery that you're doing, you're a witch, man. The spirit already revealed you're a witch. Probably how you look too, man. You damn witches and warlocks, man. Gemstones, meanings and spiritual powers. And that's heavy, because the brother earlier today did a video on DBZ, Super DBZ, and it's heavy. While he was talking about it, I was talking to the brother from the West Coast, Ramath. We was talking about DBZ while the brother was in the crib doing the DBZ video, and we did not know that. Showing you, man, the spiritual power is coming, man. Gemstones, meaning and spiritual powers. Gemstones have meanings, absolutely. They are certain stones and metals used in Wiccan rituals. You hear this? Gemstones have meanings, absolutely. There are certain stones and metals used in Wiccan rituals, Wiccan jewelry for their spiritual energy or symbolic attributes, in which are pretty much the same thing. Gemstones, like purple Amythstone, number one, gemstones are used by witches for their healing properties and their ability to hold and channel energies. But there's no enchantment against Jacob. Bitch. Metals have inherent powers and association. Witches use these materials consciously, knowing their properties. We know that when we were gold, we are calling something different than when we were silver. When we place a crystal on the altar, well, that's what these witches and warlocks do. They talk to spiritual demons, saying he speaks to them to the crystal ball, which on the right hand side in the ancient world, we have that on the right hand side, the Urim and the Thummim. Modern day cell phones, man. We know it is doing something other than a pearl will do. This awareness is fundamental in the living practice of Wicca. Offered here is a quick reference guide to the power and meaning of the gemstones and metals often used in Wicca. According to Edgar Cayce, the value of gemstones arises from the fact that they are essential, the same material as the soul. This is a beautiful thought, and he's right. The beautiful gems lift our spirits to soar. The power of gemstones, and that's heavy because Thanos, after the Avengers, Thanos comes, the Infinity Wars, and you had the 5 gems. But that's us on the right hand side, the spiritual powers, man. Oh, that power's coming, man. All praise Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. This is a beautiful thought, and he's right. The beautiful gems lift our spirits to soar. The power of gemstones, though, arises from the connection with the earth. This gives them their healing power. Gemstones are manifestation of the earth's innate compassion, which they'll call a lot of these witches natural healers. You know? The power of gemstones, though, arises from the connection with the earth. This gem gives them their healing power. Gemstones are a manifestation of the earth's innate compassion. Virtually all gems other than stones are healing in some ways. Most are specific, working on one part of the body, one part of the body or mind. You will have much greater success with gemstones and with all ritual items when you will understand that they are not inanimate objects to be welded as you wish. Stones have consciousness, and they are incredibly generous, willing to work with us for years. When you work with them as equal partners, the power is amplified, not to mention more easily guided. It is the purpose of dedication to create this working partnership. Now, this damn demon, Promo Amythstone, the Wicca witch that be hounding us, she's putting curses on us, man. But there's no enchantment against Jacob. Gemstones hold onto energies. It is this which makes them so helpful in magical tasks and healing. They act as containers for magical energy. This makes gemstones ideal as altar tools and charms for spells. Listen to this. This gemstone's ideal as altar tools and charms for spells. For healing, stones are willing to have disease transferred into them. They then hold on to it until it can be safely flushed away. Healing stones don't need to be gemstones. River and lake stones work wonderfully. This ability to hold onto energy also means that new gemstones aren't fresh. They are holding energies from past owners, people who mined them, people who polished and set and sold them, and people who held them in shop before you picked them up. So take care to cleanse all